Hello and welcome to simplybible.com video. I'm Ron Graham. Our theme is spiritual light, and the title of this lesson is The Source of All Spiritual Light. Jesus said, "The light shines in the darkness." John 1 verse 5. Jesus wasn't talking about physical light and darkness, but spiritual. Looking down from a hill upon a town at dusk, you can see it bathed in light, but from many light sources, not just one. Or at a boat harbour, you will see many lights shining from the boats and jetties, and their reflections twinkling in the rippled water, combining with many lights along the shore. Some folk think that spiritual light is like that. There are many lights, each a little different, but making its own genuine contribution to the enlightenment of the world. You have your favourite light, whilst acknowledging the other lights. Is that the way of true spiritual light? Are there many sources, or only one? The Bible tells us that God alone gives light. Paul prayed for his dear friends that the Father of glory may give to you a spirit of wisdom and of revelation in the knowledge of him, the eyes of your heart being enlightened, so that you may know what is the hope of his calling. Ephesians 1:16-19. First of all, we'll notice that the source of spiritual light is not self. Paul, in the passage we just read, did not think that he and his friends had light within themselves and of themselves. Rather, their spiritual light came from the Father of glory. Look at the passage again. The Father of glory may give to you a spirit of wisdom and of revelation in the knowledge of him, the eyes of your heart being enlightened. Do you see that? Their hearts were being enlightened not from something within themselves, but from the Father of glory. John makes the same point when he says that the Word, that is, Jesus Christ, was the true light that enlightens every man coming into the world. John 1, verses 4-5 and verse 9. Man is not born with inherent light, but must be enlightened from a source outside himself. Secondly, the source is not other creatures. Other created beings, like us, have no light within themselves. Jesus mentioned the angels of little children. He said, "Their angels continually behold the face of my Father who is in heaven." Matthew 18, verse 10. These angels beheld not their own light, but the glory of God. And when angels turned away from God, they found themselves in darkness. Jude 1, verse 6, and 2 Peter 2, verse 4. The angels who did not keep their own domain, but abandoned their proper abode, the Lord has kept in eternal bonds under darkness for the judgment of the great day. Jude, verse 6. God did not spare the angels who sinned, but cast them into Tartarus and committed them to chains of darkness reserved for judgment. 2 Peter 2, 4. Thirdly, the source is God. No one is a light of themselves, but everyone's light comes from God without variation. God is light, and there is no darkness in him at all. 1 John 1, verse 5. God is the Father of lights, with whom there is no variation or shadow of turning. James 1:17. God alone has immortality and dwells in unapproachable light. 1 Timothy 6:16. There is no other true light. If we have true light, it comes from God alone.